Hey everyone, it's Sam here. Thank you for watching. So today I've got a really nice tutorial to share with you, and this is a collaboration that I'm doing with Christina, who is Card Making Magic. So as many of you know, I'm part of the co-brand team with Craft Stash. So there is Christina, who's Card Making Magic. You've then got Helen, who's Simply Made Crafts, Lou, who's Textures, Olga, who's Paper Discovery. We've recently got Sheena come on board, so she's got her wonderful new brand, and myself, which is my Made to Surprise brand. So some of you might not know that I have my own brand and collections, and those are over on my Made to Surprise YouTube channel. So I was speaking with Christina at one of our co-brand days when we all go up to head office and we all get together, and it's just really nice. And I said it would be really nice to do some collaborations, and she was like, yeah, would love to do one. So that's what we're doing today. So Christina has some of my Made to Surprise product, and I will link Christina's video below this one, so please go and watch her next. And I have some of her beautiful product. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you'll know I like Card Making Magic. I have a lot of Christina's products. I've got lots of her stamped verses, her big numbers, I use those a lot, and there's just loads of other things that I have as well. But she recently had this wonderful collection called Butterfly Trails, and I was like, I need that. So I have some of the Butterfly Trails collection, and I wanted to use the gatefold in a different way, and I'm going to show you all of that in a moment. But this is the card that I've put together, and I'm going to do another version today. So you've got this beautiful butterfly on the front. It says, a wonderful friend deserves a wonderful day. And then as you open it, it opens up and you have this box that pops up. So it's a pop-up box card. And then you've got your butterflies all around the side. And you have space here to write your message. So there's the front. The front now has become the side. And then that's what you see, that's your display, your beautiful card. May all your wishes come true. And then it just folds in half, and then closes. So you know, I like to try and make unusual folds, and I always like to look at other ways to use things other than how they were intended. So it's a really easy style to make, and you could also use, you know, you don't need to use the products that I've used today to make this card. I'm sure you will have something that you will be able to use to make something similar. But like I said, today's a collaboration with the lovely Christina, so I'm going to show you how I've made this card using her product. So these are the Butterfly Trails gatefold card sets. So you've got the 6x6 and the 5x7. Like I said, I've used the 5x7. So you can make these gatefolds, and they have these beautiful butterfly wings, but you also have the huge butterfly on its own. And I'll show you that one, just so you can see it off the card. Look how big they are. I mean, these are huge, big dies, and you've got the layers. You can do so much with them. You can see how the gatefold is, like, you know, kind of put together, but I want to do something different with them. So that's the dies. It will all, like I said, be linked in the description box below. I've teamed it with the sentiments that came with this collection. And for this one, I think I'm using, did I use the same? No, I've got the same for inside, but on the outside, I've got birthday wishes and butterfly kisses. Lovely set. And then you also got this one as well. I've not used it today, but you've got this lovely stamp set and then the dies there as well. Oh, and I've also used the panels that come in the set. And you can see the 5x7, you get these beautiful panels, and this is what they will cut. And I've got double-sided tape on mine. I've stuck it already down on that one. You can see they're really, really pretty. So this is a piece of 10.5 by 7. Along the 10.5 side, you want to score at 2.5, 5, 7.5, and 10. Okay, so nice and easy. And you can fold and burnish all of those score lines. And you can see how we're going to start to get our box shape. Okay. Now in the middle sections, I'll take away the scoreboard now. So the two center panels is where I want to add the decorative panels. Now I've gone for tone on tone, but you could die cut this again in maybe like a mirrored card, and then you could paper piece all this back together. It'd take a bit of time, but it would look really effective. I just wanted to show you how it looks just cut into the card. See that gorgeous detail, and the panels are different in both sets, you get a different design. So what I've used is some of the double-sided adhesive sheets here. So these are from Creative Craft Products. So I've just laid some of that on my cardstock, and then I've die cut it. And I've just cut this down to size. So my panels are 2.5 by 7. So I cut this piece so it was just under 2.5, because I can't go to 2.25 because it would just cut that frame away completely. and that is by just under 7. So just trim it down as much as you can. And then if I just take off the release paper, I've now just got a giant sticker. So rather than using your glue on these intricate dies, by adding the double-sided adhesive, makes it so much easier to stick these down. There we go. That's my 2 panels there already. Next, I've got these ones here. So in the die set, these are the ones that will make the gatefold. I'll just take these out here. I mean, these again, you can see they're massive dies. So you get one for the left and you get one for the right. So you want to die cut both of those. And then we'll go back to this one for a minute. And you just want to cut just a little bit off the edges there. I'm just going to burnish those properly. Okay, I'm just going to add my glue all the way down the tab there and just fold that right over. So you've got the one side and then fold that one down. Give that a good burnish, make sure that's all secure. Okay, so now we've got our box. So this is going to be the front where I've got the 2 panels and I've got my join at the back. Next we want to stick these panels onto these ones here, but you want to remove the tab. So I'm just going to use my trimmer, and you want to make sure you bring that down, and you can see it's 2.5 there. So just trim that one off. Okay, so again, you want to make sure you've got your butterfly the right way. So we're going to stick that panel there and that panel onto there. So you can see we've got that effect, which you can kind of make out there. That's how those 2 have been attached. So I'm going to use my construction glue just to keep these panels nice and strong. Cover the back there. And stick that one down first. It should line up perfectly. And the same with the other side. Okay, I'm just going to give that a minute to dry. Okay, so that's all secure. So I'm going to take this one here, and that's using the main big die with the detail dies that come in the set. So you get one for each side, but you also have these ones. You could just have mats and layers if you want. And again, lots of different ways to decorate these. And then I die cut it in the same colour on the back, then I die cut it in this darker purple, and then I die cut it in the silver to piece it all together. And then you also get the body there, so I just die cut that in white. But that's going to sit perfectly over that one there. It overhangs a little bit there, but that doesn't matter. So I'm going to add my glue. Just focus on the right side here, getting that wing lined up. And then you can stick that down. I just need to open that way for a minute, so that just rub that little bit of glue off. Okay, and then you can just fold that one in on itself and then fold the box in half, and you can see it matches up with the opposite side there perfectly. So now for the inside, I've got these 2 here, and I've got these 2. Why have I got so many? I don't think I needed 1, 2, no, I only need 3. So I've got another one here, and then I've cut the centers are going to be silver for these butterflies, or the bodies, but this time I've cut them in the same purple and then white detail on the top there. So I've just glued the body down there, and then I'm just going to add a little bit of glue to the edges there and stick that down. I don't think you need to go mad with sticking every single part down. It's just a bit easier just to do the outline there, because it's quite a thick kind of frame, like so. And then what I am going to do is just remove the top part of the body there on all 3, because we're going to be sticking this over. It's just quite a lot of bulk on the fold, so just take those off, because you're now going to stick this one over the top there. Okay, so now take one of your butterflies and you want to fold this in half. So I'm just going to use something that's not going to scratch the silver mirrored card there, and you just want to get a fold in place. Once you've started it off, just fold it right over. Okay, and then you're just going to add some glue just around the edges on the bottom and on that top piece there, and then just sit that down over the top. You want it to line up perfectly, and make sure that it's lined up from the front there, because that's what they're going to see. Now, tip here is make sure each one dries, because it's only held on by a little bit. Can you see there how you can just see how much of it is glued? So obviously this is going to be, there's going to be some pressure on this. So do make sure they're dry. I can fold this one over, and I can get my next one attached and let that dry, and then I can attach one on that side as well, which is the third one, and then I would wait to attach these ones here together. So again, just a little bit of glue up there, and then along the bottom there. If you want to stick a bit more down, you can. If you're struggling to maybe keep it attached, then just stick a little bit more. But what you don't want to happen is a fold to appear. You see there, it's just starting to bow, like curve. You don't want to fold. If you start to stick too much, when they pull themselves out, they're going to fold rather than just, curve. So that's why less of an area is better. I'm just going to stick my sentiment for the front down whilst everything's drying. Quite simple, still lovely, but not too much going on, because the idea again is it's displayed open like this. Okay, I forgot to say, make sure you fold the other butterflies as well. All of them need to be folded, but they are secure now. So then you can bring over the middle one to join that one there. So again, just a little bit of glue around the edges there. And then just hold that in place. If you want to pop some pegs on there, that might help for a minute. But what you can do with this one is fold the box inside out now and fold them all together, and you'll see they should all marry up perfectly. So I would peg all that together now and just leave it for a minute. Okay, so once you're happy that that's all secure, open it all up and then just open the box up. And you want that middle one to sit kind of over the middle piece there. You might have to stretch out one of the side ones a little bit, just kind of move them until they're in place, and then they will fall into that place every time you open it, because this one here needs to stretch out a little bit more, like so. And then I've got my sentiment here, which is the same as the other one. May all your wishes come true. And that one's going to go just in the middle there. And there's the finished card. I think it's stunning. I mean, anything with butterflies I think is gorgeous. But there's something about this, with the box and all the panel detail and just all the detail in the butterflies there. I think it looks gorgeous. And I just love the unusual way to just fold it up and then it all closes down. And again, see, that one's a little bit newer, so it needs just moulding a little bit. But you can see how they look. So I hope you've enjoyed my tutorial today, showing you how to make these pop-up butterfly box cards. I'll call it something like that, using the wonderful butterfly trails. Really enjoyed doing this collab with Christina, and I loved what she's done with my creative cuts is what she's used. So head over to Christina's video now. Like I said, it will all be linked in the description box below, and go and see what she's done with my Made Surprise product, and you'll be able to see all of the links to the products she's used in her description box. And if you've not subscribed to Christina's channel, do go over and subscribe and say hello and say that you've come over from my channel. It's just nice sometimes to do these collabs and support one another, and just to share and give more inspiration on how to use different things that we might already have in our stash, or if any of you have just purchased this product as well, just a bit more inspiration on ways to use it. Thank you for watching as always, and I'll be back again very soon. Take care. Bye.